kitchen, and today we're going to be making Omurice from Rooftop Prince. Okay, in the summer I watched the entire drama in the span of like a couple days, and I really love it. So awesome. Anyways, here's the final thing with the egg and ketchup and the filling. It's actually very easy to make. Filling, you can just chop up the vegetables, cook it all together, mix with the rice, and then you just fry an egg and you place the egg on top and serve it with ketchup. So that's the final thing. Okay, so here's the vegetables that you're going to need. 1 large potato, large celery stick, small carrots, and half an onion. So first you want to start cutting the onion first. Slice across here. There, and then we'll chop. Because you want to cut it in small little pieces. And if you cut all the way across, it's quite difficult to do. So now here, you can either cook fresh rice or you can use the rice left over from last night. Up to you. I like to use the rice left over from last night because once you recook it again, because it's nice to eat fresh rice like fresh by itself. Cooking some chicken, and then add some meat for the omurice. Okay, so after you cut the onions, you want to heat up a pan with oil. Right there, and we'll place the onions in. Just want to caramelize the onions a bit before we cook the other. While the pan is heating, you want to cut the other vegetables. So you get a large potato, and you want to find the flattest side. See, look, this side is bigger, so like this. And then you take all the slices. Afterwards, chop. As pieces. And the reason you cut the potato this way instead of like the onion way where you slice it and then chop is because, well, onions have layers just like the ogres, so when you cut it, it all like falls apart if you cut it the other way. So potatoes, since it's not difficult at all, you can just cut it this way. So next you want to cut the carrots, and I like to cut them, so just cut the top and bottom off. You can peel them if you want, but I just wash and scrub them well, so that's fine. And I cut them in dimes. Oops. Add everything in the same bowl because we'll be cooked at the same time. Then you want to chop your celery, so just cut off this end. Just little guys. Once again, you still want, like here, let's go with this. You just want small bite-sized pieces, just like that. And for here, you can just slice this down the center and even into thirds and then chop it along. Next, after the onions have cooked for a bit, you want to add all the vegetables in all at once because you want to soften these up first. Just stir it a bit to coat the vegetables with a bit of the oil. And now, since of course they're all hard, you add water. And then you want to increase the heat to like medium heat because you want it to bubble. So let me get more water. And then you're just going to cover this and let it simmer for like 3 to 5 minutes. Make sure that it's fairly cooked. So I normally just get a piece of potato and then you just stab it to see how soft it is. So like this is pretty good. You don't want to overcook it because then when you mix it up, everything will become mushy and it won't be the individual pieces. So this is good. So now we just want the water to evaporate. And if you want, you can even dump out some of the water. A bunch of fresh herbs from the garden, and I have basil, parsley, and lavender. And you can use whatever herbs that you like. I find basil is a nice strong flavor and taste. And also, if you don't have the fresh ones, especially like in the wintertime, you can just use the dried ones. So I just cut them up. Okay, so after the chicken's cooked, you just cut them up in little bite sizes. The water is gone. You want to add a bunch of salt and pepper. You can also add in the herbs. You can add in chicken. And now for the sauce, the authentic taste is like ketchup, but you can also use tomato sauce. So I'm going to use ketchup. Put in some loves of ketchup. Okay, and then you mix this in. Okay, for the egg part, so crack one egg. Add a little bit of milk. It's about 1.5 tablespoons. Then I add a bit of salt and then some pepper. Whisk this up. This in. I'm gonna move it around. You see these bubbles? You want to start popping them. Filling, and I like to make it into the mold before on my plate because some people put it in and they flip it out. But I find this is an easier way to do it. So then you just take the egg. Place it on top. Now you can use like a napkin here to just hug it in on the sides to make it get that nice shape. Tuck the ends in. Just like this. There, it's done. And then you just put the ketchup on. So here's the finished omurice, and I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you can start making your own and Rooftop Prince. Yay! Huge fun! Thank you very much for watching.